Today we have a brand new discussion topic to talk about regarding Path of Titans. Now today I wanted to spice things up and go over something that is a little bit more interesting as to what I think, you know, discuss things that are coming to the game and when they'll be coming to the game. When will Aquatics come to the game? This is something, of course, that isn't confirmed, was a discussion topic, so don't come at me saying I've confirmed this. I'm going to say right here, right now, this is not confirmed. We don't know when they're coming to the game. This is just a discussing video going over that. However, segueing onto it, if you do have your own opinion on this, when you think Aquatics could come to the game, leave them in the comments. Discuss amongst each other. I really would like to see you guys discussing this one, because it's an interesting one. Anyways, before I do get into this video, feel free to like and subscribe to the channel. If you enjoy this video and want to see more discussion videos and news videos about upcoming dinosaur games, then yeah, feel free to like and subscribe. And also join my community Discord server. We're on the way to 500 members. But other than that, let's get right into this video. Now, before I do discuss when I think the Aquatics will be coming to the game and put forward the two potential ideas for when they'll come to the game and then my overall opinion, we need to go over what are the Aquatics that are coming to the game. Some of you people might not know what the Aquatics that are coming to the game are. So we are seeing 4 Aquatics that will be coming to the game when the game is properly completed. This of course excludes the semi-aquatics that will be filling the waterways like Suchomimus, Spinosaurus, Sarcosuchus and Dinocheirus. Which of course, when Dinocheirus is out, that will be the quad feed for all of the semi-aquatics, and that will be fully done for them. So we have 4 Aquatics that are coming to the game, 4 full-bred Aquatics, and what I'll be doing, or these are that we know of, I don't think there'll be any others, but what I'll be doing is I'm going to be going over what they are and then talking about what their potential style is to add to it. So let's just go over the creatures and their gameplay styles. So firstly we have Leedichthys is first on the list, which is going to be a big filter feeder. However, I would liken this to the Iguanodon. It can pack a punch when it needs to, but overall it's just a lumbering giant that probably is just going to be a little bit weak overall. Tylosaurus is the apex predator of the seas in Path of Titans, literally the main predator. This could be competitive with, you know, Sarcosuchus, even more powerful than Sarco. Urhinosaurus, which are like the dolphins of the oceans of Pandora or Path of Titans. These will probably be the animals that are like the raptors, swimming with a lot of you to make up for the fact that you are very weak and very small. So yeah, you'll have to be with a lot of friends while you're playing as Urhinosaurus. Kaiwekia is next, is another fisher, but I think this one could be interesting with its very long neck that gives it reach, but it also will make it very weak to any attacks to the head or the neck, which will be very damaging. Personally, I believe that when it comes to adding Aquatics to the game, we'll be getting all of the Aquatics at once. We won't just be getting one at a time. I think the developers, like they will probably do with the pterosaurs or the flyers, will be getting all of them at once and all the Aquatics at once, because at the end of the day, if you just get one of them, that will become very boring and very lonely very quickly, and you won't have anything to compete against unless a Sarco or a Spinos in the water. But depending on what it is, you've probably won there. Those are the Aquatics that are coming to the game. Now let's discuss when I think it will be coming. Now the first thing I do want to discuss is the theory of a new map. Now this one I think is an interesting discussion topic. We currently have the Pandora map for Path of Titans, which is a huge map. It's an absolutely massive map that's mainly full of grasslands, redwood forests, beech tree forests, and swamps and more and rivers. And then you have the big Great Lake, which is the only large body of water on this map, come to think of it. It's the only deep and big body of water. Now adding a plethora of aquatic creatures to the game when there is only the Pandora map in the game isn't really the best of ideas, right? Everyone would want to play as an aquatic creature, but then they can't go for them because, well, they will be only locked in the Great Lake, so they can't even go far. They can't travel at all, and maybe they could only maybe go to maybe other deep areas in lakes, but I mean there's not many areas like that. The only logistical solution to this will be connecting every single lake via an underwater cave, which I think is an absolutely stupid idea and a stupid solution to this. So it wouldn't really work well, come to think of it, because, well, semi-aquatics have pretty much explored the Great Lake already, and so adding aquatics, you've got a lake that everyone's explored, everyone knows, and is quite small for an aquatic creature. You can travel from A to B in about 5-10 minutes, maybe just less than that, about 5 minutes to get from one end to the other, which is really quick. And it might even just take a minute depending on how fast you are, and if you're the type of like Tylosaurus, your Hinosaurus, those will be going very fast. And Leedichthyes is a very big creature as well, so it won't be able to fit in some areas of the Great Lake. So we would probably have to have a whole new map modeled and a whole new map made just to be able to play the aquatics in the game, which is a given, of course. And a map will show itself eventually, in my opinion. This is an island map that is one of the stretch goals for the game, which was announced as one of the stretch goals after Tylosaurus was reached, and this came shortly after, which I find very interesting. The fact that Tylosaurus was already there and would have gone ahead if they didn't even get this island map. So this would be a map the size of Pandora, but it is a tropical island, and well, I can't wait to see this in development. However, I can't see it going into development at the moment, or being far into development, because Pandora only really came to the full form, the full map expansion last year when we broke away from Riverland and got the full map. I feel like this new island map won't be coming soon because the devs will want to focus on Pandora and getting that all fully polished and ready. I feel the island map, if it is the size of Pandora and is starting development or has started development already, will take probably about a year or two or a year and a half for it to be playable, depending on how fast they progress with it, of course. So just on that hurdle, we might not even have aquatics come to the game within the next year. So yeah, that gives us plenty of time to get all the core gameplay mechanics, get pre-release tested, and then get the semi-aquatics, or the full aquatics, sorry. Maybe aquatics will be something that comes after the full release of the game. Maybe that's more likely. Now is the age-old question: flyers or aquatics next, or out of the two, which one will come first? Well, in my opinion, you have to weigh up that both of these need to be viable, as truthfully a flyer technically moves in a similar fashion to the aquatics, so they are technically both easy, or well, both similar to make. You just have to prioritize one over the other in terms of what you think will be coming next. Both of which need to be specifically and specially designed on, of course, new code, new animations, new gameplay mechanics, new attacks, abilities, quests, food, and more. It'll be a complete gameplay changer when these come to the game, and which one will be coming first. We need to consider their habitats when we talk about which one out of these two would probably be coming first, and if aquatics will be coming before the flyers. The flyers live in the skies, the trees, on land, anywhere they can fly, whereas the aquatics are only limited to the waterways of Path of Titans. That is it. Personally, that's all you need to know to draw a conclusion as to what will be coming next, flyers or aquatics, because aquatics cannot go in the land and they can only stay in the water. Flyers can go anywhere they please, apart from in the water, because they're probably not the best swimmers. They'll get gobbled up by a Sarko. This, I think, is the reason why flyers will be before aquatics in the game, and I feel like this is pretty obvious. This is because flyers can quite happily live on the Pandora map. They can scavenge from corpses, some can eat from the berry bushes, some can eat from the anthills and termite mounds, some can eat fish. There's enough space for them to live, as there's trees, there's lots of skies, there's no limitations to where they can live and where they can thrive. Aquatics are only limited to the bigger lakes on Pandora. They're only limited to the Great Lakes. That's pretty much it. And they can only eat fish and other dinosaurs that enter the lake. Their diets are very limited and strictly limited at that. And so in my opinion, you also have to factor with the new water quality system, once the water quality drains in Great Lake, aquatics are useless. So they won't be coming to the game anytime soon until we get a new map, or until until modded maps are available for everyone. So this makes it obvious, in my opinion, that pterosaurs or flyers will be the next ones to come to the game. Now, before I go into my opinions, of course, I want to leave this up to you. What do you think will be coming to the game next, whether that is flies or aquatics? And, you know, put your statements down in the comments. Which do you think will be coming to the game first out of these two? And when do you think the aquatics will be coming to the game? Now, of course, let's just talk about my opinion here. Of course, I want to say this. Aquatics, they'll be awesome in the game, but of course, the devs need to put a lot of tender love and care into this. It requires new animations, new gameplay, new code, and all of that. A new map, potentially new food, new diets, new quests, etc. There is a lot there that you need to consider for aquatics and even flyers to come to the game. So both of these will probably take a long time. And maybe I'll make a video talking about flies. I feel like it's a lot smaller of a topic, so I won't really need to talk about it. However, I do think that we won't be seeing aquatics for another year or two, because if you think about it, we probably will need a new map beforehand. And of course, if we talk about the water quality with this new feature, it makes them not viable at all on the Pandora map. And Pandora is a freshwater map. Now, I don't know if the fully aquatic creatures are, you know, adaptable to freshwater or lived in saltwater. We don't know that. There's only one way to theorize, but if they're ocean going, it's probably a saltwater lifestyle. Now, technically, Tylosaurus was planned before the island map was, you know, a stretch goal, and technically that would have mean if the stretch goal of the map didn't come and we wouldn't have seen all the other aquatics, we still would have got Tylosaurus. This could mean that Tylosaurus could be a tester, but it just doesn't seem right if you have one semi-aquatic in the oceans. It's like having the whole of Pandora and only being able to play Spinosaurus. It's just pointless. You know, it's not going to be fun. Anyways, guys, that's my opinion. And that's my, you know, video about what I think, you know, when I think aquatics will be coming to the game. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Let me know what your opinions are when it comes to this. But other than that, guys, I do hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to like and subscribe if you are new to the channel and want to see more content like this. Let me know your opinions in the comments down below. But other than that, I'll see you all in the next one. Have a great day. Peace.